Hi everybody, and welcome to another tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cool henna bracelet, and this was designed by _oompa.loompa_ on Instagram, and I will bring up his profile right now. So here we go, Oompa Loompa on Instagram, and this is his profile. So it's just this is a quick overview of his bracelet, and he has a pretty cool account. I like the bracelets that he posts, and he usually posts some really nice color combinations with them as well. And he asked me if I would like to do a tutorial on his design, and I said yes, because it's a really fun and adorable design. So anyway, I am going to have his name in the description box below, so if you did not catch it now, definitely make sure to go there and catch it later, because I want you to check out his account on Instagram. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this, but I still am a little bit sick. It's not as bad as the last one. Like, I'm getting better, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. You will need 3 looms or 7 bar pins. However, I did find a way to make this just on 1 loom or these 3 bar pins in a staggered configuration. However, I'm probably not going to be doing a tutorial on it, since it's just kind of, I don't know, I just don't feel like I should, because I'm already doing a tutorial for the bracelet on 7 pins. So if you only have 1 loom, you can still make this bracelet. It might just be a little bit tricky for you to figure out, and I will see if my theory that you can make it on 1 loom is correct, and then I will show you how to do that, possibly if I have time in the future. So you're also going to need a hook, a C-clip, and 4 or 5 colors of bands. Today I'm only using 4, but in this bracelet I used 5, so I will go along and tell you the colors as I progress along this bracelet. So let's go ahead and get started. For the white, which is the border, today I'm going to be using dark green. So to start, you're going to want to start on the center peg here and go up into the outside and up into the outside on this side. And then you're just going to trace this perimeter. So go down to the outside and up to the outside. And so it's just a zigzag along the bottom. Also, if you want to make a full wrap, you will need, I think 4 looms. Yeah, you will need 4 looms. And I went up 20 center chains here, and I would recommend going up 21 or 22 because it's a little bit small for me. So then what you're going to do is just go up on the sides of your loom, and you're going to go all the way up until this very last pin and then trace it into the center. So I'll show you what that looks like when I get farther down my loom, but for now I'm just going to continue doing my single chains up the side, and also make sure that you are pushing your bands down as you go. So once you get up to the top, it should look like this. So you will have your band stopping here, but then now you're going to go from this peg down into the center, and then down into the center over here, and then from this peg you're going to go up, and this peg up, and then lastly you will go down into the center, and this is where both of your sides will meet again. So after you've done that, your loom should look something like this up here, and then once you have finished that, come back to the beginning of your loom. Now we're going to be placing the center chain here, which is this limited edition neon pink, I think. And also this is the back side, if you wanted to know what it looks like. This is the side that you loop. So anyway, I'm going to be using dark green for this again, this center chain here. So all you have to do is place a center single chain going from the center peg all the way down to the end of your loom. So all you have to do is lay 1 band over the other in whatever color you like. I'm just using my border color, but you can use whatever color you want. And so once you reach the end, it should look like this. You just have your bands connecting up to the top. Then once your loom looks like this, you're going to want to come back to the beginning, and we're going to place our next bands, which in this bracelet is this Caribbean green that is connected to the white on the outside, and then there's electric blue single chains here, so I know it's hard to see the difference, but the Caribbean green will come to the outside. And for that, I'm going to be using mother of pearl. And what you're going to do to start is you're going to start from this peg here, and you're going to go up into the center, the single band. And then from here, you're going to mirror it into the center. And then you're going to come to this very outside peg, and you're going to take more of your mother of pearl bands, and from the outside going in, you're going to lay 3 bands into the center like this, and then go ahead and push those down. And then from the outside here, again, make sure that you go from the outside to the inside. Oops. Into the center like that, and push your bands down. So this is what you're going to be doing all the way up your loom. I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this. So take your mother of pearl bands and come from the outside to the inside. This part is probably the most band consuming part, especially if you are doing a full wrap, but it's still really worth it because this bracelet is super nice. And it doesn't matter what side you start on. I'm just starting on the left and going into the center, but you might see me placing bands like in a different order, but I'm still placing them in the right way, just differently. This part is also pretty time consuming, but it's alright. It's not like a difficult time consuming part, it just takes a while because you have a lot of bands to place. So once you reach the end of your loom, it should look like this, but we still have 2 more bands to place, which will just be 1 band going from this peg into here and this peg into, here. So then once you have finished placing all of your arrow bands, this is what I call these mother of pearl bands, your loom should look like this, and now we can come back to the beginning of our loom and place our next layer. In this bracelet, it is this electric blue. It's a single chain right up in here, next to this one. and it's hard to see in this one, but I'm going to be using gray for this part. So all you're going to do is take 2 single chains from this peg and this peg all the way down your loom. So just like the center single chain, you're just laying one band over the other, and remember, it's probably a good idea to have your bands pushed down so that you have room to lay more bands and then eventually loop them. So when you have reached the end of your loom, it should look like this. Sorry, I'm pushing my bands out of the way. It should look like this. Your 2 single chains will end right up here, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's ending right here. So then come back to the beginning of your loom. We have one last layer to place, which in this bracelet is the spearmint sweets that are right in the middle, and it's just kind of right there. So anyway, I'm going to be using this, I think it's Viola, or yeah, Viola Purple Glow or something. It's on the Rainbow Loom web store. But all you have to do is just make an X with these center mother of pearl bands, sorry. So starting on the second center peg, you're just going to go to the outside and to the outside. So you'll be creating an arrow that's pointing towards you. And then go up to the next center peg and go to the outside and to the outside. Go up to the next one. Again, go to the outside. And you're going to complete this pattern all the way down your loom. If you want to do the entire left side first, you can do that too, and then do the entire right side. I'm just going to be doing a little, I guess, section of each, and then I'll tell you what to do when you get down to the end of your loom. The last bands you place will be there, right up here, because up at this peg we don't have anywhere to place them because this border band is already there. So once you have finished that, go ahead and put all of the rest of your bands away, except for 3 bands which we will use as a cap band, and then 1 band for your extension. So my 3 cap bands are going to be dark green, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my loom around so the arrows are pointing towards me, and then I will place the cap bands so you can see them. So the first cap band is on the center peg. I just like to twist it on once. Some people like to do it 3 times, but I'm just going to put it on this one center peg here. And then these 2 are for these sides here, so I'm going to triple cap this one so it's not as visible. And here it's white and you can barely see them down here, so I like when they blend in. So I'm going to go ahead and triple cap that and put it on this peg. Same thing with this band, triple cap. And put it on, oops, that didn't work, and put it on this peg. So once you have finished that, your loom should look like this with your cap bands on these first 3 pegs, and now it's time to start the looping process. So the first looping process that we're going to do is pretty much for all of these center bands here, so it's going to be kind of a bisection. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Go underneath of the left cap band, grab that top gray band, pull it forward, and then in here, the top gray band, and pull it forward. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pull out these mother of pearl bands. So go inside the center peg. You're going to grab that top mother of pearl band and try to keep it straight. Pull it out to itself. And in here, pull this out to itself as well. Then what you're going to do is pull to the inside these tricolor bands. So pull this to the inside, and this to the inside. Then the last thing you're going to do is go inside of this center cap band again, grab that single chain green, and you're going to pull it straight forward onto itself like that. And then that's your pattern. So you're going to go inside the left peg, grab the gray, pull it forward, right peg, grab the gray and pull it forward. Then go inside the center, grab the mother of pearl band, pull it out to itself, the other mother of pearl band, pull it out to itself. Then we're going to pull to the inside these tricolor bands. Go ahead and pull those in. And then you might want to push them down before you pull forward your single chain band. So this is what you're going to be doing all the way down the loom. I will tell you one more time with my loom kind of set down so you can see it at a different angle. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of it. So you're going to pull forward your gray band and pull forward this gray band. Then you're going to go into the center, pull out your mother of pearl to the left and to the right. Then go inside of those left and right pegs and pull to the center this tricolor band. I call it tricolor because there's 3 colors. And then you're going to pull forward the single chain band. So go ahead and finish this all the way down the rest of your loom. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, but it's going to be on camera. So you can follow along if you are, if you still need the instructions, go ahead and rewind. Or if you're a speedy loomer, then you can skip ahead. And then I'll show you what comes next after this. Oops. Make sure you only grab the top band. Then when you get to the top, you will again pull these gray bands forward, the mother of pearl bands out, but you won't pull in these tricolor bands because there aren't any, so you will just pull forward the green band that goes straight forward to the end. Then once you do that, go ahead and push down these 3 at the top and come back to the beginning of your loom. We're now going to be looping out these mother of pearl bands, so go ahead and go inside of this second peg and pull this band out and this band out as well. This band we will loop when we loop the border, so don't forget about it. Again, on the other side, you're just going to grab that bottom band and pull it out to itself, then this band out to itself as well. And you're going to repeat this all the way up your loom, so just pulling those 2 bands out to themselves. And this is technically the part that you can do just on one, or the center part you can do on just one loom, and then you can add this arrow part afterwards, but yeah. It would be a little bit difficult for me to figure out exactly how to do it, but I'm sure it's possible, because I just have seen a lot of one loom kind of tutorials where you add on extra stuff, so. And once you have all of this looped out, you're going to, move this forward, want to push down these bands here, and then come back down to the beginning of your loom. So I'm going to readjust my, readjust my camera here. And go ahead and push down all of these mother of pearl bands that are on the sides, and then I will show you how to loop the border. So just going underneath of this cap band, grabbing that top green band and pulling it back to itself. Same on both sides. Then you're going to go underneath the cap band and that green band, grab the bottom one, or at least try to. Alright, there we go. Pull it to the outside, and then we have this mother of pearl band here, so you're going to grab that, and it will only pull the one loop, but it will pull to the outside, and same on this side, so you're going to grab that mother of pearl band, it will only pull the one loop to the outside. If that happens and it pops off, just make sure that it goes back on before we loop out this green band here and this green band here. Then go ahead and loop this straight forward and straight forward here. Then I like to just take off these bottom bands here. And then all you have to do down the rest of your loom is loop the single chain forward. Then I have a trick for taking this off, too, if you're still watching. Then from here you're going to loop this up into the center, and then back down into the center, and then back up into the center here. So I know it's a little bit hard to see, but it's at the very end. Again, looping it up, down, and then back up again. And then once I get here, I like to take these top 2 off. And then my trick for taking this off is to take off all of these side bands first. So I take off these very side bands here. And then from there, I'll just pull on this chain and pull off these second ones, like that. And then I'm going to repeat this on the other side. So take off this first chain here with the border on it. And I do this with my hook, but you can also do it with your fingers. And then holding on to this and just pulling off the side bands. And then once you do that, you're going to take your extension band, which that one's broken, and you're going to stick it through this top part, and then you're going to just pull this off the loom. So this is what it looks like. And this is the front side, but this is the back side of it as well. So that's going to do it for this video. So thank you for watching, and make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I will have Oompa Loompa's name in the description box below, so make sure to check him out on Instagram, give him a follow. And I'm going to try and have one more tutorial up today. It's going to be a quick one, but anyway, that's going to do it. So I'm going to hope to see you next time.